All right, welcome back to the Tone Vays YouTube channel where we talk all things geopolitics and markets. And what a freaking 20, well, not even 24 hours, about 12 hours or so. I'm sure everyone already knows what happened last night over in Pennsylvania at the Trump rally. We're going to talk about all that. I don't think I have anyone joining me today. I floated the link in my moderators chat. No one has taken me up on it. Not motorist. Maybe I should send it over to mechanic, Bitcoin mechanic. Jump on. Oh, wait, wrong link. Delete. Delete. Oh man, hold on. Let me shoot him the invite link from my Q&A chat. Hope the audio is good. Hope the video is good. Let me forward it over to Mechanic. He was on the show yesterday. Mechanic, here, going live again. I only have 30 minutes and then I got to get to the airport. I may do one more stream from the airport. I need to get to the airport early because I got a ride from a family member to the airport that has to drop somebody else off. So I'm gonna be at the airport like an hour earlier than I normally am. Phil, awesome. Hey, just chatted with you. All right, without any further ado, since I only have 30 minutes, let's just quickly get into it. I'm gonna go to the screen share. Let's take a look at the markets first. The Bitcoin market is rallying. We don't know what the S&P market will do. Of course, this happened on a Saturday night where not even the futures markets are open. So if anyone is wondering why is Bitcoin rallying so much on the presidential assassination attempt, and my only explanation, and this is why I don't like to do breaking news streams, I like to take a minute and think about what is happening. Um, and basically markets hate uncertainty and markets love certainty, right? So because it was certain that President Trump did not get killed, and he's about to get a huge vote, not just a sympathy vote, but look, we're going to talk about all the conspiracy theories surrounding this assassination attempt. There is certainty in the market that Trump just took a tremendous lead in winning the election. Okay, and whenever there is confidence in the market, uh, markets tend to do well. Whenever there is uncertainty in the markets, people tend to not bet on risky assets that can go either way. So I do expect the stock market to rise on Monday, but anything can happen between now and Monday morning. We still have 24 hours to go. And on a short-term chart, I don't think Matt McGregor's black box trade worked out just a few hours prior to what happened over at the rally. In case you're curious where I was, well, I think I saved the picture. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I was literally here. I took this picture. We're going to talk about that. Oh, oh, why did it show up there? That's the daily chart. This is the, oh, wait, let me go back. Now what I meant to do. I meant to put it like here. Right. This is where I was. I took this picture. I was actually at a bar, having dinner with a couple of friends. One of them is a moderator of this channel. And of course, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Okay. And so, yeah, so this is how they announced it. An incident. It's just an incident. I mean, it's not as bad as what CNN said, but yeah, here's the CNN, oh no, New York Times headline. Trump whisked off stage in Pennsylvania after a loud noise. Just a random loud noise happened. These were their headlines. I think CNN was the word USA Today. Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after a loud noise. Again, just a loud noise. I mean, that's how they report it. Just a little loud noise. Popping noises. No big deal. Just popping noises. These were the headlines by mainstream media. Uh, Trump injured in an incident. Oh, they actually said injured. There was like another headline. There was a crazier headline where it's like Trump falls on stage, got covered by Secret Service. It's that was CNN, I think, also. I mean, this is how they were reporting it. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But anyway, so here are the markets. We're pulling back down a little bit. You can see the CMF is not strong at all. Let's see what happens on Monday. There is not much. We can't really jump to too many conclusions. Yes, the markets could fall on Monday. They tried, they failed. They're going to try again. I said this in yesterday's podcast. It might have been hard to hear. I'm gonna pull up yesterday's podcast as well. All the other markets are closed. Here's what I said yesterday. I'm gonna turn on the audio, share computer sound. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear this well. I'm gonna speed this up a smidge, 1.5 maybe. Let's see where that aired. This is from yesterday's stream. Yesterday, 1 day ago. See again, because we all remember how the last one ended. This is the future of the US, okay? I believe the next set of protests will be at the state level, where if the state government, the governor of the state and the state representatives do not file for secession, then the state representatives will be in serious bodily harm trouble by the members of that state. All future protests will take place at the state level. And I think this is how the US splits. And I went through every one of these states and I was coloring them one by one. And I don't think each individual state will be able to secede on their own. The only two that even have a shot is Texas and Florida. But all these states are going to join together. And in the last show, I explained what these dashed lines mean. Just too many commies in Denver, but eventually they'll all be, kicked out through this little corridor back to California. And after this all succeeds and secedes, then individual states will be free to drop off as they like. Or they will continue to be a single unit, and this is how I see the future. So I drew all these lines, and we talked about it last time. Yeah.
Do you think that will happen if Trump wins? I know mechanics said Trump's not going to win. I tend to agree with Joe Carlasari. I think that if Trump is running against Newsom or anybody else the Democrats put up, Trump will smoke him.
Yeah, I think Trump.
All right. So Joe Carlasari was actually in the audience. You can see right there. America is not going down the toilet. Joe doesn't believe America will ever split, and Trump will win regardless. As Joe posted right there in the live chat yesterday. And here's what I said to what Motorist just said.
We'll smoke him, but they won't.
I am still on the record that Trump is not winning. I am mostly on the record that Trump will not even be on the ballot.
Hold on. Now, do you mean that he will?
So I say, yesterday I was on the record that Trump will not be on the ballot, and I explained what that means.
Be denied having won the vote. Or
I think mechanic. I think that the last election, the 2020 election, that the vote was close enough that it was possible to cheat because the vote in a few states was small enough. It was like within a few 100,000 or a million. That it was easy to cheat. But if Trump is winning by 5 points in each state,
Patrick, I have limited time. I don't want to talk about the last election. I don't give a shit about the last election anymore. Okay, talk about the future election. Okay.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the future election. I'm just saying. I'm saying they're not going to be able to cheat it.
It doesn't. No, of course they are because they don't give a fuck. Okay. Here's what I'm saying. People are grossly underestimating the danger that a Trump win poses to 90% of the current politicians. People have a childlike view on their misunderstanding of the danger that Trump poses to them all. So the goal is not to elect Trump. This could be done in multiple ways. Finding one more reason to keep him off the ballot, finding a way to cheat, even if he is on the ballot, or Trump happens to not be breathing when it's time to vote, right? And these are the three options in front of the people that could potentially spend the rest of their life in prison, or their life is over if Trump gets elected.
But do you think the Supreme Court will go along with it?
What the fuck?
I don't think they will. I mean, unless...
It doesn't matter. Again, the third option that I just said, the Supreme Court's irrelevant. Right, the third option. And I've been talking about the third option, right? There's 3 ways Trump is not getting elected. 2 of them, Trump is not on the ballot, okay? 3 ways how he's not getting elected. 1, they're going to have him on the ballot, and he will be cheated again. That's 1 way Trump is not getting elected. The other 2 ways Trump is not getting elected is by not being on the ballot. How is it possible for Trump to not be on the ballot? Well, they're trying their best to legally not have him on the ballot. Colorado, of all places, right here, tried removing him from the ballot. The Supreme Court intervened. Right? They're trying to put him in prison, and then they'll find a way. Well, because he's going to prison for insurrection, we can't have him on the ballot. That's another way not to have him on the ballot. But there is a third way to not have him on the ballot. And that's the one I've been hinting at. I can't spell it out for you guys. For this entire year, I've been trying to hint between the lines. How is the third way Trump will not be on the ballot while at the same time not getting my channel banned or not having a bunch of armed soldiers at my door for saying what I've been trying to tell you guys all year long? And the way I phrased it in yesterday's show was the most PG way of me saying it. And I will rewind one more time. Too many commies in Denver, but eventually they'll all be, kicked out through this little corridor back to California. And after this all succeeds and secedes,
Hold on.
now,
Do you mean that he will be denied having won the vote? Or do you
I think mechanic. I think that the last election, the 2020 election, that the vote was close enough that it was possible to cheat because the vote in a few states was small enough. It was like within a few 100,000 or million. That it was easy to cheat. But if Trump is winning by 5 points in each state, that's not happening.
Okay, Patrick, I have limited time. I don't want to talk about the last election. I don't give a shit about the last election anymore. Okay, talk about the future election. Okay.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the future election. I'm saying they're not going to be able to cheat it.
It doesn't. No, of course they are, because they don't give a fuck. Okay. Here's what I'm saying. People are grossly underestimating the danger that a Trump win poses to 90% of the current politicians. People have a childlike view on their misunderstanding of the danger that Trump poses to them all. So the goal is not to elect Trump. This could be done in multiple ways. Finding one more reason to keep him off the ballot, finding a way to cheat, even if he is on the ballot, or Trump. Again, why is it pausing right there, right before I say it? It happens to not be breathing when it's time to. There you go. Vote, right? I just said Trump happens to not be breathing when it's time to vote. Okay, that's probably the best way I can phrase it without getting in a lot of trouble. And what? 6 hours later, like the bullet freaking hits his ear. And no, this was not staged. Okay, anyone that has ever shot a gun in their life knows that there is no way you can get that good of a shot by grazing his ear, right? So basically, my entire statement was off by about 2 inches. All right, that's literally how wrong I was. 2 inches. I'll place any wager Trump will be on the ballot. Well, now, yes, now that the assassination attempt failed, I do think he will. I don't think they'll succeed again. This was their shot. But Joe, I was wrong by 2 inches, maybe 1 inch. Okay, not how I wanted to win the bet against you, because we already have a bet for dinner that Trump's not going to be on the ballot. But 1 inch away, 1 inch away from Trump not being on the ballot. Okay. So no, I was not crazy this entire year when I kept saying this is the most likely outcome. Okay. This was the most likely outcome because I'll repeat, people have a childlike misunderstanding to the danger that Trump poses to the current people in power. Okay. And yes, they will do anything to keep him from being president again. They've just tried to assassinate him. And now, I think because they failed in assassinating Trump, a nuclear World War III is a serious option. So I got my flight out of the US today. You guys deal with this mess on your own. I'm going back to Panama today. I'll hide out over there. Let's hope I don't run into anyone in windbreakers at the airport for these videos. On my way of getting the fuck out. And and then I'll be in Roton at the end of the month. I do have a conference in Las Vegas. Speaking of active shooters that love to visit certain places of America. I do have a conference in Las Vegas in September, so that's probably the last time. Not the maybe not the last time, but the next time you guys will see me in the U.S. is around September for Unconfiscatable. Obviously, I'll be in Las Vegas for Unconfiscatable. Okay. Now, this was the first tweet that I saw in real time. We literally got to this bar restaurant at like 6:15. We sit down, we're looking at our menus, and holy shit, this happens. Yeah, this was live. James O'Keefe is freaking awesome. I don't know why the internet slows down whenever I'm on Zoom, but it does. Zoom is just such a piece of shit platform, but I keep using it to stream. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. Guys, if you are deciding on what video interface to use, someone pay Zoom $1. I don't even think I have a TikTok account. I don't know. Like this shit doesn't work. This is gonna be an iconic picture. I did this cracked me up right here. Luke Rodowski, friend of mine. We hang out whenever we can. Do you think who do you think tried to assassinate Trump? Guys, I am based on what everything I've seen in the last 12 hours, I am 98% convinced this was an inside job. I mean, I don't know which agency, all the agencies, FBI, NSA, CIA, the deep state, whatever you guys like to think, this was not a lone shooter. This was not a crazy shooter. I mean, he might have been, off a little bit. This was an inside job. He was told where to be, when to be there. Trump's Secret Service was probably in on it, some of them. I don't understand why Trump even allows a public government employee to protect them. If I was Trump, I would only have my own private security. I would not allow a government employee to have access. But I don't know if he's allowed not to allow government employees to have access. Homeland Security, I mean, there's way too many agencies with guns. And I don't know if one of them was in on it, all of them were in on it. I have no idea. I mean, probably the least amount of people as possible were in on this for a more successful operation. I'm just thankful that the CIA diversity hires have bad aim. Yeah, that's probably true. It could have been the CIA's bad diversity hires. That is why Trump is alive today. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Speaking of, I was watching this in real time, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm not going to dox which friends I was there with, but my friend that I was at the restaurant with, bar restaurant, he literally teaches people how to shoot guns. He does gun training outings. And I'm watching this on TV, and I'm like, holy shit, I cannot believe what I'm watching. Watch her. Watch her try to holster her gun. This is one of the Secret Service people. Why is the it not playing her? What the fuck is going on here? Like, this works just fine before I go live. Once I'm on a live stream, there's not enough bandwidth. And I have like 500 speed here. Like this one here, tried 3 times to holster her gun, and then pretended like she never tried to holster her gun. Like, look, she tries to put her away and can't, and then she tries to put her away again and can't, and then she holds it again, right there, as if she's protecting Trump, and then finally, on her like fourth attempt, she's able to put her gun away. Right. This is the kind of protection Trump has. Holy shit. This is fucking scary. Okay? I was watching this on TV. I'm like pointing it. I'll dox him. I'm like, yo, Winston, are you watching this? We're like right there. We're watching live TV. And they replayed it. Because they kept replaying this moment. I'm like, oh my God, she can't holster her gun. And now I'm not saying I would have done a better job, but I'm not doing that. That's not my job. Like, I'm sorry, if you're in that job, like people, the whole world should not be able to watch you on TV, struggling to holster your gun. No, I'm not all incompetent in today's world. This is why I'm anti-nuclear power, because of the gross incompetence. I've said this many times. Anyway, I got about 5 minutes left. I just want to go through a few of these other tweets that I have pulled up. This was Joe Biden saying the following a few weeks ago. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. Here's that article from Breitbart. Here is the tweet on July 8th. Biden told donors on a private call this afternoon, it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. Jesus Christ. There it is. And that's the other thing, like right here, the moment this happened, wait, this video, before that, when we were watching, like before any news came out, they were replaying how Trump went down, and I saw him grab his ear, and I said, holy shit, did he just get shot in the ear? I posted it in my off-topic group where we talk about this kind of stuff. Right away, I'm like, holy shit, I think Trump just got shot in the ear. And then, yeah, he ended up getting shot in the ear. No, this was not staged. No, this was not a false flag. This was a botched assassination attempt. I am 98% convinced this is an inside job by the agencies. And no, Trump is not safe at all. James O'Keefe again on some more information. While massive errors are possible, plausible, intentional overlook of rooftop is more likely with secret agent team assignments given by SS. Which SS? Not the German SS. Secret. CA. No, Secret Service is SS. Anyway. Maybe they assigned the Ukrainians to protect them. The SS. Yeah, we already talked about that. Okay, you got to hear this. We're gonna end it with this.
And watch and listen to the rally. Right, we couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes, Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling
Yep.
the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? Like, how the hell does the Secret Service not place a person on every freaking rooftop within, I don't know, 1,000 yards? Like, figure out what the best sniper in the world can do, and you should be on every high point within that sniper's range. Like, this is absolutely insane. And then right before I went live, someone sent me this video. This is...
My name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. I hate Republicans. I hate Trump. And guess what? You got the wrong guy.
So this is probably not the guy that was on the roof. And this is probably some guy that happens to look like that. And I think this is a troll video. But hey, we don't know. I mean, to me, this guy does not look like this guy. Or this guy. To me, he doesn't. And then there were other tweets, something about like his ear. He had like a big like earlobe, from a big earring in his ear, and then that was like surgically corrected. It's really hard to mess up your earlobes. The reason why I don't think this guy is this guy, because you can clearly see like his bottom lip is significantly further out, and he has a way more flat face. I know you're looking at this guy straight up, but it's pretty clear that this guy's lips are in line with each other, and this guy's lower jaw is clearly sticking out way more. But again, this is not my expertise either. It just happens to be a guy that has similar glasses and similar long hair. To me, it's not the same. To me, it doesn't look the same. But again, I could be wrong. That's a side. Both of these are side view. This is a front view. I have no freaking idea. But yeah, so what do I think? I think this is an inside job, 100%. Which agencies? I have no idea. All right, I'm going to leave it on this note. I got to start packing for the airport. We're going to leave this on a good note. I want to open a pack. Totally forgot to do it yesterday. I want to open a pack. I want to try to get one of the... I need one card. I need one card to complete my unconfiscatable set. That card is the poker card. There's only 21 of those cards. Now this is like my third box I'm trying to open. And let's just go straight into the good card. And the good card is Adam Back. Ooh, Adam Back's actually a good card. It's 1 of 250. It's more rare than the Jimmy Song or Natalie Brunell. Might be the same as Natalie Brunell. I think it's better than more rare than Jimmy Song or Nico. Might be in line with Natalie Brunell. I'm gonna definitely protect this card. And I'm still on a hunt, since I'm not gonna be at this workstation for a long time. I'm gonna open one more pack. We're gonna open one more pack. We're going right into the rare card, and the rare card is, I see it's 1 of 500, and the card is Nico, 1 of 500. All right, we're still on a hunt for the poker card. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let's see if this video gets banned. I may do one more from the airport. Look, I am pissed at what happened, but I'm not surprised at all. Clearly, I saw this coming, and Trump got lucky. 2 inches to the side, boom, he gets shot right in the eye instead of in the ear. So, yeah, not wasn't all that crazy now that I kept saying Trump wasn't going to be on the ballot. I just couldn't spell it out for you guys. All right. Thank you all for watching, and see you all on the next one or tomorrow morning for the price show. Bye, guys.